go in here, go to the background, and I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to use the icon here to lock pixels, and we are able to paint within the bounds of the background. All right, we are back, and we're going to finish some parts of this piece. What we're going to do is start blending some of the dark areas. But first, we are going to put a background on this. And in the reference photo, there's I guess a white wall behind it. And what we're going to do, we're going to use the rectangular marquee tool, and we're going to draw a box so that we can fill in this space right here. And we're going to create a new layer underneath the painting layer, and this will just be called background. And we're going to use the paint bucket tool to fill this area in. I'm going to choose a mid-tone, maybe an off-white color, and see if that works. Okay. And we're going to lock this, and we'll get to the background after we do a little bit of blending. So we're going to go back up here. What we're going to do is we're going to do a new layer, and we're going to hold Alt and hover our mouse between the shadow layer and the new layer. And once you see that symbol, you can click, and now it'll be within the bounds of the foundational shape that we did, the yellow shape that we painted. So this will be our blending. And we can either use the soft brush, or you can adjust it to be soft. And I'm going to decrease the size, or we can use the mixer brush. But first we're going to see what we can do with this brush first. So this is the soft brush, and I'm going to turn the opacity down so that I can gradually build onto the colors that we're going to use. So I'm going to go to Windows, and I'm going to go to Arrange, and we're going to go to New Window for this document, and then we're going to go back to Windows and go to Arrange and do Vertical. Okay. So now we can see two different views. I'm going to press Control D to deselect. There we go. And we're going to make sure that the reference photo is visible. And if you want to check to see the first steps, the first stages of this drawing, check the other videos in this series, the previous videos. Okay, so now we're going to paint and do these shadows. So what I can do is press Alt and select the colors. So whenever I need to, if I see a mid-tone in there, I may pick that color and make it blend a little bit more. So I'm going to take the, let's see, the grid off of here by clicking one of the icons over here, the eye, and that's so I don't select the color of the grid itself. So Okay, now we're going to go in here. I'm just going to blend that. And I think I don't, you can adjust this the way you want to, but for what I'm looking for, I'm going to actually make this maybe 26% soft. But as you can see, I'm blending these colors a little bit, and I'm picking the colors in between. And I'm just taking my time. And sometimes you have to make these shadows a little bit lighter. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to speed this up, but you can see what I'm doing. And you can use your own style. You can use a harder brush if you want to. As long as the opacity is a little bit low, you can make these gradual gradations or gradient of these shadows. So I'm going to speed this up, and then we'll continue with this. We'll continue the next step. All right. Now the next step is actually go in here, go to the background, and I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to use the icon here to lock pixels, and we are able to paint within the bounds of the background, as you can see. And we're gonna go ahead and paint the background, darken the areas, and I mean the shadows. So let's do that. And I can either select from the photo, or I can choose a color from the palette. And I have the opacity low so that we can gradually bring in the shadows. All right. And I might want to soften up the brush. And then our next video, we're going to add some more painting strokes to it. And we're also going to blend some of the lines that we have in here. And we're going to do some, stylish stuff to it just to make it more interesting. So join me in my next video. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, make sure to ring the notification bell, and also comment if you have any, suggestions, and if you want to, for me to do other videos and all that stuff. So, all right, peace out.